Peace be upon you. My name is Muhammad, but before starting, don't forget to pray for our Master Muhammad. The best praise and peace be upon him. Let us continue the story. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video so that we can begin. As for the third Texas massacre victim, it was a girl called Nadine, and she was working in one of the libraries of the engineer Megan, which Rothschild seized due to the general power of attorney he obtained from him. Nadine was standing in the way between him and his plan to marry her sister, and she threatened him repeatedly if he did not back down from the matter of marrying her sister. She will expose him in front of her entire family. So Rothschild lured Nadine to his home in Texas, and he had prepared the plan in advance. So he killed her and buried her body next to his friend and his ex-wife. He went to her family and convinced them that their daughter was in a relationship with a film producer and director, and she had fled with him to a European country in pursuit of realizing her dream of art and acting. The poor family had no choice but to conceal their daughter's scandal for fear of shame. At that time, Rothschild had taken advantage of the personality of his friend, the engineer Megan. He had all his papers in his possession, so he sold all his possessions and real estate and headed to the province of Toronto, where he continued the rest of his crimes. As for his fourth victim, as soon as he set foot in the province of Toronto, he met a girl named Susu Darwin, and he had deluded her with his ability to manage her money, and the girl actually trusted him. She sold her apartment which she owned, and he sold it and defrauded her in agreement with her lover. They divided the money between them and did not give her anything from it. She became suspicious of him and began constantly demanding his money or filing a report with the police. So he lured her to a store in his area, tricking into giving her her money. There he suffocated her until she died, buried her body in a room in the storeroom as usual, and continued his life more than normal, as he had always done. As for his last victim, only God knows its number in the series. Rothschild had married a pharmaceutical doctor because he impersonated his engineer friend Megan, and this girl was her father's goldsmith shop. Marriage relationship between them did not last as she asked to separate from him. So Rothschild continued himself with stealing her father's shop. There was a video on the surveillance cameras revealing the identity of their daughter's husband, and they did not suspect anyone else during the theft. They actually identified him, and the forces arrested him on charges of theft. The family of the engineer Megan had not stopped searching for him, and they had appointed a lawyer to search for him and his whereabouts. The lawyer assigned to him received information about his arrest and the issuance of a judicial ruling against him. The lawyer informed the family of the engineer Megan about his location in Toronto, and they were happy and excited that they had finally learned his whereabouts and that he was still alive. But when they went to Toronto, they were surprised to find Rothschild imprisoned in the name of their son and her. They became certain that something bad had happened to their son. They submitted a report to the public prosecutor to investigate the absence of their son since his arrival in America, And indeed the investigation was opened again into the report of Engineer Megan's absence. By confronting Rachel and pressuring him with all the information they obtained, he confessed to all his crimes. He ended the lives of his victims in a very short period between 2015 and 2018. Today's story is over. I hope it terrified you. Don't forget to pray for the Prophet Muhammad. May God's prayers and peace be upon him, his family and his companions. Subscribe to the channel, like the video and share your opinions in the comments. Peace, mercy and blessings of God be upon you.